It's that time, yet again, for another Bokksu. This month, it's Chasing Hokkaido Summer. If anybody knows anything about these Bokksu boxes, they know that the Hokkaido box that I got, like at the tail end or the beginning of the first, or the second year, or the tail end of the first year, was the best one I'd ever had. A very, very good one. Last month's was pretty damn good too. But Hokkaido has a special place in terms of this series. So hopefully this one fits the bill as well. Each month comes with a nice thank you card from the founder. So it also describes the box in a little bit of detail. So here it is for view. Let's learn Japanese. We've got Namara for very, Kitaguni, northern country, Lavender for lavender, and Natsu for summer. Here is the culture guide. We've got two pictures. Here is the first set. And here is culture guide number 2. A supper full of junk food. I love it. No, you're not reading that wrong. It's called melon cream soda tea. I'm not big on fruit teas. I've never had soda flavored tea before. I am confused. And we'll see what happens. What a start. I taste a lot more of the melon than I do the soda part of it, so I guess it isn't as bad as I thought. Tokumeki melon. So it's a cookie with melon inside of it. So we'll see how this goes. So a very nice light sugar feel with the melon taking precedent. The batter is not too hard, but it's hard enough to bite into. It's very substantial of a cookie or of a Fig Newton-y type of thing, and it tastes really good. This one might win for best packaging. The Cacao Bake Mini Cookie Matcha Chocolate. So a thick fudgy cookie with some matcha in it. But it's got cat imagery, so it's already ahead. This was one of the ones that didn't really survive the shipping of this, but this one is kind of a Chips Ahoy cookie, a crumbly, like chocolatey Chips Ahoy cookie, but your mileage will vary depending on how much you like matcha. And I'm okay with it when I'm drinking it, but matcha is with food, so Japanese apple pie. So kind of a manju shape here. So I'm guessing it's going to be one of those like fruit pie things you'd get in the store. We'll see how this one stacks up. This one is just okay. The buttery feel of the breaded overlayer, the breading didn't exactly sit well with me, but it didn't detract from it too much either. The pie filling is just solid, unspectacular, but you can tell it's there. It's plain, but it's not gonna kill you either. Not the best endorsement, I guess. Komaro potato chips. Lucky Wasabi Mayo. When I see both of those words together, I'm thinking and praying, please don't be bent in either extreme direction. The mix could make it good, or it could make it very, very, very bad. Gotta say, this was the best thing I've had so far. Everything was mixed perfectly, unlike what I was fearing. It tasted kind of like spicy sour cream and onion chips, and the wasabi and the mayo don't conflict with each other at all. They just work great. I ate the whole bag all at once. The Hana Tsumi jelly. So, flavor cubes. We'll see how this goes. This stuff is just pure sugar. There is a smidge of flavor to be found, but not underneath the 99% sugar. Sakuchi Horochi chocolate. So a chocolate sand cookie and yet another one of those little triangular packages. Gotta say, it's a bit disappointing. Little stiff cocoa. Not enough kind of sugar to mask it. And just an interesting bite-sized thing. Hokkaido Haskap Longe de Cha. So white chocolate cookie with berry. Solid enough white chocolate, but the star of the show is a pretty tart, darker kind of berry taste. So it wasn't quite strawberry, it wasn't blackberry-ish, raspberry-ish. It was its own kind of tart feel. Koikia Farm Umami Aonori. Oof. Seaweed potato chips. I'm reading that and I'm going, ew. So, yeah. This is going to be hard to stop the Wasabi Mayo chips. I mean, this is certainly going to try, I suppose. Well, these were about as bad as I expected because there wasn't enough salt or soy to mask the seaweed, and the chips themselves just were kind of bleh. So, Wasabi and Mayo ones won out. Grilled corn senbei. Not sure how this is going to feel, but it's got some sugar in it, so that might mask how good the senbei on its own is, but we'll see how it's going to go. As I figured, this ended up being kind of iffy. There's a little bit of soy sauce and a little bit of sugar at the same time, and they don't exactly mix. Sakeru gummy. Kyoho grape. So, fruit roll-up-y kind of thing with a grape flavor. Definitely won't win any awards for the packaging. I opened the thing. It was 7 individually wrapped things rather than one big sheet. And then each one had its own wrapper, and it got stuck to the raptor. A raptor wouldn't eat this. Anyway, the grape itself was very, very, very apparent. But I think between the packaging and just the weird consistency of it, white peach mochi. I mean, it says it on the title. I know what mochi is. I know what peach tastes like. I'm expecting a peach mochi. Well, imagine that. It tastes like a mochi that's flavored with peach. Who could have guessed? Mount Fuji senbei, purple yam. So yam flavored senbei. I mean, it's gotta be better than the last one. And this one's not good either. It's just very flat. The yam flavor just doesn't work. Man. The Morimoto cookie, strawberry flavor. So, strawberry butter cookie. Hopefully this is one of the better ones. And just like that, another one broke. And you can hear I'm frustrated, and I'll go over that at the end of the video. I don't want to do that now. But the taste was okay. The consistency was okay. It's a nice strawberry cookie, but just nothing amazing. Mixed berry cake. I mean, I'm getting a lot out of that one. It seems like there's a lot of different berry flavors in there, so I'm hopeful for this one. It's a solid cake. It's an okay cake, which I suppose for this month is a better sign, but still, there's one more to go, and I really, 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 really hope that it works. I knew saving this for last would probably be a great idea. 2 of my favorites together, white chocolate and mint. If anything is going to end this on a good note, it would have been this. So I hope it comes true. So, this wasn't the best thing, but it was chocolate, it was white chocolate, it was mint. And I got a second one. So, it didn't hit the heights of the Wasabi Mayo chips, which were the surprise. But really, like, a lot of this was a frustrating mess. Not gonna lie. Part of it was the selection was not great this month. Another part of it was my computer decided to be stupid, and I had to start plugging in a mouse that I've never used because my touchpad was never not working. So, if you notice any hitches in the when I edit this and there are like dead periods or stops or whatever, it's because I'm trying to get used to a mouse that I almost never use, which I'm lucky I had in tow. Somebody was able to get me a mouse, and I just have to be using it with my offhand of all things. So if it seems like I'm frustrated, it's because I've spent an hour fucking around when I could have been done. But the Wasabi Mayo stuff was good, and no matter what, I can leave it here. It was a month. It was a frustrating month, but they're not always this bad, right? And I still got one really good one, so that's all sometimes I can hope for. But these Bokksu boxes, Sakurako, Bokksu, Tokyo Treat, whatever, these snack boxes I get every month. I spend about $40 to $50. It's expensive, but I've really loved doing it every month, even when they're hard like this month. But my hope is that they incentivize people to get into Japanese culture in some way, or to try these out for themselves. Some people have said they enjoy this new form, not new anymore. I've done this format for about a year, but they've enjoyed this format, and it opens the door for them to try things. So really, at the end of the day, it's worthwhile to do despite frustrations. But I will get this edited, and I will get some much needed sleep, and probably something for dinner that isn't snack food. But I will see you again next month.